Here comes your pre-market summary for Monday, March 27th. Futures back in positive territory here, coming off a solid showing. Heading into the weekend, back on Friday, both the S&P and the NASDAQ end the week up about 2%, 1.8-ish% for the week. For both the S&P and the NASDAQ. We're into more inflation data coming up this week, and we're into Fed speakers back on the docket as well coming up later in the week. Here's how futures are setting up right now. 0.64 for the S&P, the Dow about 0.71. 0.36 there for the NASDAQ, tech lagging ever so slightly. Crude back in positive territory as well, 1.3%. Nice look for Bitcoin and Ethereum to kick things off. Going to be all about the banks to kick things off this week. That's how the S&P is shaping up on the daily chart right now, the SPY. In this case, nice green candle on Friday. Same story for the Qs. Nice green candle on Friday. You can see the relative strength for the NASDAQ versus the S&P here. The NASDAQ basically back to this recent high or thereabouts, where the S&P still fair ways to go. Yeah, we're watching all these regional banks gapping to the upside. Deal announced over the weekend. FCNC has picked up SVB assets after a number of negotiations, apparently, with, or FCNCA, I should say, will acquire a number of assets from SIVB from the insurance that has taken over control of the failed Silicon Valley Bank. So that's giving a little bit of a boost to all of these regional banks this morning, moving sharply higher. FRC, there's WAL, there's PACW as well. Even the big banks catching a bit on this. JP Morgan, BAC, Citi, all sharply higher. Even Goldman to the upside this morning. Silvergate as well catching a bit here, trying to extend gains that we saw back on Friday. What a rally that was on Friday. We'll look to extend that, as well as has Silvergate officially joined the meme club or not at this point. We'll talk about that coming up. Big tech showing some relative strength here, as it has since this banking crisis has taken over headlines over the past few weeks. Look at this daily chart for Apple. Looks great, all the way back to 160.5 right now. Microsoft, very similar as well, back to the upside. Even Google back to the upside. Tough to see, I know, but this chart just highlighting essentially individual gains here for all of this group. Tesla in here as well. Apple, NVIDIA, even AMD in this group as well, versus the overall S&P 500. Equal weighted S&P 500 down 5.3% since March 8th. Alphabet's up 11.5%, Meta up 11.5%, even NVIDIA 10.7% to the upside. So nice look for big tech over the past few weeks. We'll have a look at RIVN reports suggesting they're going to shift some personnel around to try and boost production overall. And a little one moving around, a little AI data company, NOTE, we'll talk about as well. Grab the watch list, guys, on its way out to you right now. Use that QR code if you haven't done so yet. Comes right to your inbox. We'll see you coming up at 8:30 on TraderTV.Live.